Hello, everybody. It's Congressman Jamie Raskin calling out to all my friends in Maryland's beautiful 8th Congressional District and beyond. Thanks for tuning in to my favorite time of the week, Local Hero, and we get to profile the people who make life in Maryland's 8th District so wonderful. For this special holiday Christmas appearance of Local Hero, I get to salute Amy Javaid, who is the executive director of A Wider Circle. And A Wider Circle is well known to people in our community because it promotes all kinds of community action, workforce development, neighborhood partnerships, fundraising for people who have fallen on hard times. And Amy has a wonderful history there that I want her to tell you about, and she can talk about a bunch of the projects that they're involved in through the holidays. But for all of your hard work, beginning as a volunteer, Amy, at Wider Circle, all the way through becoming a staff person, and now the executive director, we're saluting you as our local hero, and we thank you for all of your great contributions.
Thank you so much, Congressman. It's truly a pleasure to be here today, and thank you for this wonderful honor. As you mentioned,
tell us how you got started, if you don't mind.
Absolutely, absolutely. So about 12 years ago, my daughter's kindergarten class was coming here to learn about ways they can engage in community service and service learning, and I came as a chaperone. And I was taken with the level of compassion and support that the staff here showed to those they were serving. And as my children grew and they were in school full days, I would come here on my own time and volunteer in various departments. And after a few months, someone said, would you be interested in a part-time job? Would you be interested in taking on an additional role or additional responsibilities? And each time I felt like there was no other answer other than yes. And it is truly a labor of love. And I'm really honored to have the opportunity now to serve as its president and CEO.
Well, what I love about Wider Circle, every time that I go there and I get to chip in every once in a while, and we've brought our interns and our staff from our district office, I think also from our Washington office, we've been there, and I know Democracy Summer has come to volunteer. But what I always love about it is, it's not just like giving people a meal and then the meal is so important and significant, and we've got great charities that are doing that, but it's other items that have enduring value in people's ability to make changes in their life, like giving people a sofa, a chair, new clothes, or older clothes in dignified condition. I think you guys always say, a lot of people have clothes that they're not using anymore, they don't like it anymore for whatever reason. Make sure that they go to a Wider Circle or other groups that do this, because then they can be, recycled and used again by people. But those kinds of things are just a wonderful touch, helping people with resumes, helping people get a good suit for an interview, a good dress, or whatever it might be. And I'm just wondering, are you guys set in terms of the different projects you have, or are you constantly innovating in terms of things that you're doing to help people?
Sure, it's a great question. We are trying to constantly innovate to meet the growing needs. Unfortunately, the economy is quite hard for many of our neighbors right now. And so the calls from folks continue to be things related to household items, beds, sofas, tables, and chairs. But I got an email for the first time a few days ago from someone who said, I know you typically give away beds, but I'm homeless. Could you give me a blanket instead? And so really, I think that's just such a reflection of the growing needs in the community. And so our need is to innovate and change and be able to serve as holistically as possible, not only on our own, but with our wonderful partners in the community as well.
Yeah. Tell us about the size of Wider Circle, the staff, and how many people you're reaching in the various neighbor-to-neighbor programs you've got going on.
Absolutely. So we have a staff of 70 strong, supplemented by about 12 to 14,000 volunteers annually. And we are able to serve approximately 20 families per day in our furniture program, and anywhere from 10 to 15 in our clothing program. We're also fortunate to have a DC-based office. So we are able to serve thousands Often when a family member comes in, they come in as a single individual, but representing 4 or 5 or sometimes even more family members in the household. And so it is an impact in the tens of thousands on an annual basis and growing. The calls keep coming. And so we want to make sure that we are here via both staff and volunteers to meet the need as they come.
Well, it's such a great project. It's obviously perfect for people to think about in terms of the holidays, and it's easy, not hard to get involved with. And I've known you guys to be totally open to volunteers of all ages, and it's a great way to educate our kids. So tell us finally about your Good Karma holiday program before we have to leave you to get back to work, Amy.
Sure. So our Good Karma holiday program is a wonderful opportunity by which community members can bring holiday spirit to those neighbors in need. So one of the things we do is we set up a North Pole here in our main center in Silver Spring. And those clients who come in to shop for furniture and clothing can go into the North Pole and select gifts for family members. We then have wonderful elves who will wrap those gifts and package them in such a way that they can still be secret on those big days when people want to open gifts. We also collect toys that we then provide to children in public housing. And we also then have a family sponsorship program that allows families in the community to work with other families directly and fulfill wish lists. So it's a bustling time here in the holidays, but doing all that we can to ensure that our neighbors can celebrate and feel that care from the neighbors around them.
Well, that's awesome. Thank you, Amy, for what you do. Thank you for what Wider Circle does. And we wish you joyful holidays and keep spreading the love, okay?
Thank you so much, Congressman. I appreciate it.